of disengage here for Team Envy if they can get to the point, which they have been, you know, towards that 30-minute mark. And we'll see if they can actually execute in the team fights, because Maokai, no matter how many disengage tools you have, he's very difficult to keep out of your team and usually finds a way in.
And we'll see if he can get in under this lineup, because yes, the sieging and the poke is very, very powerful. A couple of single target skill shots for CC from Team Envy, and maybe Azir can knock them all the way if they do get in. But yeah, it seems like it's about Jin setting up and Maokai and Kha'Zix following through then, as everyone's rotated the champions, the swaps have gone through, and everyone's in their proper roles.
Yes, sir. The last pick there was that Misfortune counterpick for Zyra. Everybody's super familiar with now.
Yeah.
The extra speed and killing plants off, but also you do have to worry about getting snared up by the Jin W's. The Misfortune, whether it's support or AD carry, the level 6 ultimate can really take you down.
Hurts a whole lot, so things to be aware of for sure. Adrian bringing out the Misfortune here into this one alongside Arrow in the bot lane, and as the time ticks down, the coaches shake hands and walk off the stage for the first of up to 3 times here today. Best 3 to decide who can win this one. Phoenix One sitting at 4-4. Team Envy sadly alone at 1-7, especially now that Team Dignitas has won. They are well behind the bottom, the other people in the bottom of the standings. So Envy have a lot of room to make up, but we'll see if Week 5 ends up being the turning point for this squad. We know the players can be good enough. It's just about the team actually playing well enough to get the match wins.
Actually go attack the Shen, or if your bottom lane is getting pushed in like this, so we talk about the harassment when skill shots land.
Yeah, pre-planned. Lyra saying, I want to kill my blue late on purpose so I can steal and not have it counteracted.
I think it's pretty reliable that you can get an advantage in the bottom lane here, and there they go.
So you see landing, Shane and an arrow, not even a chance to do this one now. Oh, there's the repel, the drop back, and they're going to walk away because the turret is low, and that'll die next wave. Pretty much perfectly executed tower dive. Adrian's got to hide again, and looks like it'll be first blood and first turret for Envy.
And this is, something that we talked about with Envy. They have been able to accrue early game leads, even up towards 20 minutes, mid-game as well. It's just that later on they lose focus.
It's a bait.
Behind bush number 2!
Oh my god,
that did matter.
Nothing to do about that. All right, that's a good kill.
Adrian didn't need any extra range on his Misfortune.
Yeah, perfect.
They could have got a little extra damage, but there you go. It works out. They're able to get the surprise kill on top side and a little bit more damage on this turret. So once again, Phoenix One here do have a bit of extra pressure, but Envy call Lyra over just to clear out the minions.
Quick recalls out of the P1 duo as well. They've got a brush or a ward on every single one of these brushes. Oh, Adrian, no! You don't need to E the minion wave. That is terrible risk reward.
Yo, Adrian, respect the arrow damage here. Apollo is the one who actually finds the snipe.
Look pretty decent. There's no turret easily to run to, and suddenly Seraph's on the wrong side of this one.
Trying to run to his team here as Elise is coming up.
Yeah, but the rest of P1 are coming in as well. They're not too far behind. Stun's going to land immediately. He turns invisible, I believe, just in time to buy a bit more. Now can he leap away? That's on cooldown. Still heals up, still running towards the brush. And they try to reveal him. He jumps away. He's going to stay alive a little bit longer, but Lyra finally turns him around. Now how's the trade kill going to go? Ryu dangerously injured. Zig chunked out of the front line. He has a flash out also, and that is a team fight win so far for Envy. As a parting shot comes through for Apollo. Oh! Arrow gets one back as well. Speaking of parting shots.
I can do that too. Arrow, nice deadly flourish, able to equalize the kills.
Keeping the game pretty close. 1,300 only the deficit. Phoenix One have clawed back in, and they still have those earlier Drakes. Root onto Lyra. Hawkbow coming back in on this one, though. Zig pretty tanky. Now the chase on a Ninja. That's going to be a nice stun. Arrow landing a lot of those shots and gets one finally. The bullets come through. Now the re-engage on towards Videos. Rooted in place. Has nowhere to go. The CC lasts about 7 decades. He does get out of that one.
Standing Eye is available. Ryu's pressuring Seraph, but they're making the call to try and help that turret and not use the Stand United to take the numbers advantage. Movement speed along with the deep vision that Phoenix One have should be able to set him up.
Nice juke away by Ninja. Takes 2 shots, gets out. Now here comes the push towards the front. Lyra takes a shield. Is very durable. Will there be a team fight? Teleport coming in for Zig. Does he want it? Does he cancel? He's going to stay with the team. Wants to make sure they don't get re-engaged upon. The question is, where can the teams go from here? There's a new minion wave in the mid lane. Envy can walk up that one, and there's some decent poke on P1. Maybe they get some turret damage out of it, but they would rather play into the jungle.
Yeah.
And we get to reset.
They still have to be worried because, while, not only the gold has been equalizing for Phoenix One, but also the vision coverage.
Oh. He's still dead to leap. Oh, he gets away for a little bit. We'll just get him back.
Fix that with a flash.
There we go. Got him with a flash. All right, trade of summoners. EnVyUs gets a solo kill, his first kill of the game, his first kill on Phoenix One, and now wants into Apollo as well, but rooted in the turret, maybe a bit more than he wanted. Someone arrow comes in too late, and I don't think it would have meant anything anyway. 1 for 1, missing a jungler may be unfortunate, but they press down the mid-constructed turret and look for a bit more.
Got the Shen.
Shen's far away, he should have ulti available, so we'll see if the fight can actually start here and go well for Team EnVy. Looking for this one.
Burning it!
And a Baron! And it's going to be picked up by EnVyUs. He lands the smite. Lear didn't hit it in time. How about the kills? Well, EnVyUs has gone down. 1 for 0 EnVy. Looking for Zig in the front line. Does have flash. Not going to pop it yet. Wants to bait him through. Jumps in. And the re-engage comes through. But Agent has died. 2 for 1. 3 for 1 so far. Zig's got to run. Arrow, the other one alive here. And that's a team fight victory for EnVy. They've got to make something work off of this Baron take, though. I mean, to be fair, Misfortune is barely a support. Like, she's a conventional marksman who happens to build a side still.
This is a fair point, but Ryu gets tied! They got the pick they want!
Oh, he played way too up. They did not have vision control.
Right in time for an objective. This turns the entire table for Team EnVy here. They just want to pressure super hard now. They have this huge advantage. That's the mid laner out. They should be able to get at least some golden.
Oh, look for the top flash on EnVyUs. EnVyUs having to flash over the wall to get himself away, and he will clean out, but again, caught on the wrong side. I guess he buys a few seconds with it, and this turret won't die on this wave, but EnVy clearly saying we'd rather kill this turret than go for the Elder Dragon. Backdoor bonus is on. They can still work their way through it. Looks like the tanks are durable enough. And yeah, through the 1/3 damage reduction, doesn't even matter. And EnVy actually able to grow their lead for the first time in 20 minutes.
And they should be able to set up some wards, some very important wards here around the Elder Dragon, because even though they didn't rush for it, 15 seconds here on Ryu, if there's not a package in base, they can still try and force a 5v4.
I don't think there is a package. I think it's going to be a slow road in. They get the exhaust and an arrow. Here's a Shadow trying to catch him out. The flash to follow. Seraph is not quite in range. He's going to knock back Zig, keep him out of the fight for now. Adrian runs fastly to the left-hand side, and they stop the Elder Dragon.
I feel like Adrian got lucky that they didn't turn here when the Seraph used his ultimate on the front line with Ninja. They didn't turn around and try to cut off Adrian. Instead, they tried to chase down Arrow. They did get a bunch of summoners out, though. Arrow and Adrian, both flashes, plus the heal down. So Team EnVy, huge swing off of that early pick on the earlier pick on Ryu in the mid lane.
Yeah, Fire Cannon last to add some attack damage power, and here we go. The push is on. P1 did not really have wards from before, and the last few got swept out.
Zig's basing, there's the teleport, he's coming in, but it's at 4,000.
4K HP, here comes the Genel, here comes the TP flank as well. Zig, who's he going to find? Doesn't look for Sarah, doesn't look for Ninja just yet. Here's the taunt that in, but that makes Maokai is very, very tanky, starting to get burned down. Guardian Angel is available. Bullet time only really hits Sarah, but chunks him a bit injured, and that's GA down. Lots of roots come through. EnVyUs caught it from the ulti. He's going to get bursted out with this one. Guardian Angel dropped. Lyra getting the shield. Can they kill him in time? And no, yes!
They're all coming back up.
Bit of a 1-for-1. Guardian Angel for a kill. The snipe almost landed. I think Apollo actually flashed after he let go of the Q, so mechanical misplay there. Oops.
I think that both EnVyUs and Lyra's GAs were also popped in addition to the 2 tanks.
Yes.
So we got a bunch of those out of the way.
Seraph doesn't even have one, so we just never got
Teleport
that
back here for Seraph, though. They're going to continue to force it. Can EnVyUs go for a steal?
And it's a 5v4, and Seraph could actually turn into a fight if he wanted to. Misses the taunt onto Arrow, gets a slow. They're looking to have to get off the kill onto Jin. Exhaust on to buy some time. Turning one around, but that's going to be Baron Nashor at 2k HP. Oh! They can't quite get it, though. This time secured by Lyra, but EnVy now have all the tools they need to really push this game open. 4v3 on the map plus a Baron.
Huge wave top. Phoenix One should...
Oh! And he
Arrow got another one!
Arrow trying desperately to keep his team in the game.
Klein took out a lot of the confidence of Ryu, taking some health down, as well as Meteor. So taking a lot of the threat out, and here they go.
Looking for the play. It's going to be actually pretty outplayed by P1. They get away from most of the knockbacks, but now Zig locked up in the front line. Too much damage coming through. Azir does 1.5 million, and Seraph somehow gets killed on his lane opponent. Seraph to hold on the front line, and Phoenix One can't get anything done. The front line too beefy. The Ninja really putting through a lot of the damage in the team fights here.
Full build Azir, able to get in there for the play as well. And he's got the confidence of the Zonias plus the extra health. So EnVy patching up some of their late game stuff. Back-to-back teamfight victories. Another objective for themselves. They still haven't gotten inside the inhibitor turrets, but this is looking so much better than almost all of the late games of most of their games so far. The split, they're finally returning to here. And they're able to finally push this up to the inhibitor turrets. This mid inhibitor turret is so low. They just want to get in there and touch it. But here comes the all-in for Phoenix One.
Looking to get some kills off. Exhaust onto Lyra, the 2 tanks. One rooted up now as well by Zig. And they finally got through the Guardian Angel for the 2nd time now. Ninja is in the mix, though, does plenty of damage, and no one can quite get back on Alira. Maybe it's going to be the curtain call for it. They almost failed to block, but they're going to get the rest of the shots out of the way, and actually misses 2 of the shots anyway, so not too bad. Ryu forced to cut away from the Hakuho Stranglethorns, actually. Buys a bit more time, and look at this. Envy right away going back into the bot side of the map. Deadly Flourish buys a little bit. They see Hakuho on the side. Zig, does he want in? Answer is no. And a quick TP
for the flank.
Seraphis rejoined the fight, though, full HP on the Shen. And Meteos, even though he has a Guardian Angel, is not in a spot to really dive into the team, so it's an inhibitor turret take, and you know, a decent enough battle for Team Envy yet again. And hey, if that happens, then good for him, right? Like, if he gets the shot, then that's cool. Adrian face tanks a piercing arrow. Meteos taunted up by Seraph, has Guardian Angel, jumps away though, and the re-engage comes through onto Shen. Bit of damage on Apollo, disengage, have to run away now from Hakuho. Can't quite land the root, but still plenty of damage coming through. Now the current call once again onto the front line. Seraph taking some shots. Ninja as well, trying to thread the needle and hit him in the backside. Package getting Ryu away, nearly died. Super low health bars on Phoenix 1, a couple of low ones on Team Envy as well, but still feels like advantage. Blue team, 8,000 gold up, and map control remains. Well, from the poke, he's got to respect piercing arrow from Apollo, and he barely gives him it.
Is he getting caught up on the outside? I don't know if they want to all in on it, though. He's getting chunked down, half health.
Yeah, he's already used Locker for this. Wow, actually blocked up by an Azir soldier? I didn't know that even existed, but he couldn't run away, and I'm pretty sure that was from Arise. Today I learned, I guess, but Vig's gonna have to recall and TP back into this maybe. As Seraphis split pushing in the bot lane pretty nicely.
Inhibitor goes down.
First inhibitor of the game. Team Envy get that. Now they're onto the Baron yet again. They know they've got the map pressure. They can force a TP out of Zig. You're gonna see both top laners showing up. Now Hakuho hit by the Deadly Flourish. Here comes the attempt to steal Meteos. They do have wards. Zig's in the front line. Taunt not gonna land. He's gonna get to the root though. Seraphis holds the front line. A Baron's gonna regen.
The minions are gonna kill a Nexus turret if left unattended. So Envy don't have to force that Baron. I like the call to back off and just call Phoenix 1 bluff here, because the minions are doing a lot of work for them inside the base, and they can just return to this.
600 damage crits on Super Minions out of Corki, but here we go. Once again, the attempt onto Baron Nashor. Ryu is...
Good shots here from Apollo again, finding Adrian.
They're getting a little bit as well. Zig this time can actually kind of work through it.
Minions again, back at work inside the Phoenix 1 base.
Yeah, Ryu kind of has to go back and forth and try to take those things out. Mid lane, outer turret, version 3 taken down this time. And once again, on the Baron. They're just Envy inviting Phoenix 1 to misplay here, looking for the opportunities to poke, looking for the damage output. Maybe this time it happens. 4,000 health on the Baron. They've got to go for the steal pretty soon. Looking in.
Whoa! Rejected!
Meteos actually gets the return trip thanks to Ninja, and the first kill comes through anyway. This could be the fight that wants the crit. 1,900 damage from Arrow. Takes down Hakuho. Meteos taking it up. He's going to be fine. Guardian Angel popped off as Seraph, and this could be the fight that Phoenix 1 needed. They rise from the ashes.
Are you kidding me with that? I want to see that replay.
No.
They're going to chase out Apollo here, and this is probably going to be a push-in to end the game, but I got to see that replay again, because
my gosh.
Ninja got the Azir wall, rejecting Meteos, but I think he got close enough
to land the smite.
And grab the Baron buff for them. So makes his way back onto the LCS stage.
There you go. Made the game-winning play. This is going to be all she wrote. I feel like the respawn timer's 30 seconds long. It might be enough for P1 to close it out in the 57th minute. 11-11 in kills, still down 3K in gold, but I don't think Lyra can 1v5 this one. This is going to be GG. Looks in for Meteos, not going to matter. Down goes the Spider, down go the Nexus turrets, and Phoenix 1 had to work really hard for it, but at the end of the day, they take down game 1, and there's the man on your screen, Meteos, which I guess could be Chase, but I doubt it.
No!
And it's Caitlyn. I'm sorry, you're just not as smart as other commentators, Kobe.
All right, you can go with the solo cast, freak. I'm out. All right, let's talk about the bonuses. Let's talk about the bonuses of Caitlyn plus Malzahar, though, because I love the Malzahar ult into Caitlyn trap.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a good, level 6 thing that you can go for. Plus, even if they flash away or something after that, Caitlyn can try and follow up with her ultimate. So there are definitely pros to this way. It's just that for me and the type of player Apollo is, I usually like him to be on something that can handle himself. From his time on Impulse, he had to take care of himself so much of the time. It was either Sivir or the Ezreal, but regardless, not going to be the case this time around. And it does afford them some decent sieging as well. So they have just more options, I guess, here with the possibilities of the Shen starting to get a minion wave going, even though Gangplank can take it out,
Yeah.
are there and sieging up with a Jace Caitlyn, not the worst of scenarios.
Sure, those are two of the better turret takers to grab. Of course, the Ziggs ban would have helped them siege even better, I suppose. Worth noting, though, that Team Envy are all physical damage here. Malzahar is mediocre on the magic damage front, in my opinion. Shen's pretty low as well, you know, if he buys any damage, it's Titanic Hydra. So maybe a mono damage comp here from Team Envy, but there's really only one tank for Phoenix 1. That's going to be Meteos Elise, and he's not even guaranteed to build that way.
The summoner.
Oh, no, he
had no patience.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Dr. Meteos going to get jumped on, and can he get away towards the ward, actually? Lyra gave him a route outside.
Oh,
no! Lyra's into safety. Ninja to the
Meteos
worst
is gonna
possible
die.
way.
Teleport's coming in too. It's
all right. It's a party in the bot lane. Who's going to do what? Jumps over, smites for stun.
Oh, my God.
Stun. First blood comes through. Apollo gets it for himself. Arrow's next up, and oh, Meteos screwing it all up.
patience.
2-0 Envy.
No patience. Oh. Barrage raining down on your head. You need to be sure.
And I like this, that P1 actually trying to play something a little bit aggressive, get out of the bot lane, and actually play to the global. Seraph can't really use his ulti or his teleport in a useful way here. And so a bit of early damage. Adrian pulls aggro, only took one turret shot though. Now the flash taunt's gonna find Arrow level 6, and look at the damage output there, he's got no way out. Great taunt in and out. Lyra wants a bit more. Ziggs in a world of hurt. Lyra popping off the CC. The chase is on. Ziggs gonna drop.
Oh, they combined for a play, all right.
Yeah.
It's just in the form of a taunt flash and a Rengar ultimate rather than the Stand United coming in. But Meteos, ever vigilant, dragon caretaker here.
Hop in anyway
I like
for an
the
auto
setup
attack.
for this.
If you hop in anyway for an auto attack, you gain one ferocity, and that's cool. Oh, he's gonna kill Meteos. Okay, he's up in the air.
He did two things.
He's gonna land back down, go for a bit more damage. One more stack on that.
Do another.
Passive. He can get the leap, he can get the ulti. Oh, Meteos flashes away, stays alive. Maybe a bit over aggressive. No, here comes the rest of the ulti. Sadly, no Caitlyn in range, but he's still gonna find Adrian, who walked through the jungle for maybe no reason.
Everything's missing.
Root's gonna be in for Arrow. Look at the damage output. That's gonna be Seraph going down to curtain call. And now Ninja's gotta be careful. One more shot will kill him off, almost. But the magic damage shield blocks the Deathfire touch.
Yep.
Stun on Lyra.
Oh, into this.
No, but the root doesn't do any damage because no one dealt, or doesn't root because it doesn't do any damage.
Yeah.
All right, but that's 1 for 0 P1 though.
It's a turnaround that shouldn't have happened. If that was a clean execution from Envy, we would not be in the scenario where they're about to lose their mid turret. But we are, and the root lands.
They're gonna land a lot of damage, and Aqua goes down. Ryu gets the kill for that one, and that's gonna be Adrian dying to the turret. Somebody will keep him alive. Also worth noting, when the turret dies, it won't do amped damage on the final shot because the debuff disappears because the turret's dead. I don't know if you knew that, anyone out there, but if you kill the turret, you might live.
Even better, they got local gold for it, so didn't have to give up that bonus either. And with the draw down bottom, Caitlyn's going to have to take a long time to walk up here, but Baron does a lot of health, no real tank on Phoenix 1.
Trying to rush it down, bit of poke comes in for Ninja, they're going to try to rush this before
burning it
gets
again.
the range. That's going to go down, good smite in for Meteos. Ninja going to run away. Lyra doesn't have anything to do. Of course, Dolt was down from the fight onto Zig. Nicely played and good. Tenacious shot call by P1 to go for that. Coming Q with the blue buff. It is Drone's Fist. All right. Into Longsword, into Steric's Gauge. A lot of damage out of Ninja. He's got to cut away from this one. Meteos gets the kill into Hakuho. And they've got a second kill already. The re-engage, so there's a lot of damage coming out from the squad. But it's a 3 for 0. Envy could not get the fight to go the way they wanted. And it's going to be 4, actually, as Seraph's still getting chased down. Meteos in the front lines.
What is
feeling
Ninja
good about
doing?
that one. And Ninja, he's trying to turn it around. He looked for Adrian. Can't quite get it into range. And that's a turret and 4 kills for P1.
All right, I want to follow this chase. I want to see where he's going with this one. Looks like they're going to ignore him instead. Just take his base instead.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the inhibitor turret at the very least. We'll see if they stay for more. They do still have empowered recalls for the next 40 seconds, so it's not going to be a problem to reset quickly off the push, but P1 making it look great now into the mid lane as well. They got so much off that team fight. Several turrets, 2 inhibitors, 4 kills, and will they be punished at all? Ninja slowed, but not much else to do. It's the easy reset now. P1 are massively ahead.
I mean, they've got plenty of time, and they don't have to rush anything, so they're actually very good at disengaging too. Here comes the Lyra.
All right, here we go, looking to the front line. Adrian gonna kite back as well. 2-man stun. Lyra and Seraph can't get in just yet. Ninja tries on the side, but also pushed away by the Elise. Actually, Meteos still on the chase down to the bottom side. And gonna kite back down. Lyra and Ninja gonna get themselves back into the top side.
That's all you need to do. Buy more time where they're not killing minions. And now Envy are forced to go clear out the next turrets.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of damage onto the turret. It might actually just die. The supers are worth too much. And yes, that is a turret picked up in favor of Phoenix 1 as they siege back towards the top side. They know it's a 5 versus 2. They've caught Ninja as well. Actually, he's still going to stay alive. And Apollo looking for the damage. No, the Zonias buys him the time. Still has the chance to do it. Yes, gets the shot through. The crit's going to happen. Zig eats a trap, gets out. All right, 1 for 0 in kills. Sorry, 1 for 1. Ninja did actually go down at the end. I missed that, but it's more turrets going down, and the inhibitor almost falling as well.
Yeah, it's times like these where you just hang around your super minion buddies and just kind of hang around in the base, let them do the work. Boom, boom.
800 damage crit. He's
gone. Inhibitor gone. All right, go to work, super minion buddies.
Looks like a sub 30-minute win in the works now for Phoenix 1. The single Ocean Drake giving that little bit of extra region to stay. Stun's going to land. Apollo, not long for the world, and it's going to be Seraph up next. Hiding away in the fountain, revealed, shot by the curtain call. Gonna miss most of it, but it doesn't even matter. The turrets are dead. The Nex is next up on the platter. Lyra exhausted, dying under the fountain. It doesn't matter. That's gonna be the quick turnaround kill into Zig. Who cares though? Game's gonna end. This is Phoenix 1 making it 2-0. The second game taking half the time of the first, closing it out. Good victory to the Phoenix 1, improving to 5-4 in the North American LCS.